हमने कल किया था कि we talked about concentration being equal to moles over volume, right? The number of particles, which is counted in moles in a particular volume. So concentration is moles over volume. So we found out the concentration of a solution. जिसके अंदर I added two spoons of sugar, which I said was 20 grams of glucose. I found out that it had these many moles by dividing the mass divided by the mR. So I found out the moles. And that sugar was added to 200 cm cube of solution, which is 0.2 dm cube. So 0.111 moles were added to 0.2 dm cube. So it came out to be 0.555 mole per decimeter cube. तो ये हमने कल किया था कि you can figure out the concentration of a solution. So we now know of two formulas which tell us moles, and I'm going to use those formulas. With. So I'm going to use those formulas with my equations. So first one was K moles is equal to the first one was moles is equal to mass divided by the molar mass. Okay, so that was AR or MR. And the second formula that we did is that moles is equal to concentration times volume. So concentration of the solution so it's equal to concentration times volume, and concentration will be in it's measured in mole per decimeter cube, and the volume is measured in decimeter cube. अच्छा तो ये दो हमने किए थे formulas. This I told you was moles is concentration times volume, so you can kind of remember this one. So we're going to use these two in our question now. So for example, you've got a question, and that question says that 25 grams 25 grams of copper carbonate reacts with 100 cm cube of phosphoric acid. It reacts with 100 cm cube of phosphoric acid. So you're supposed to find these things. Okay, number one, find the volume, the concentration of phosphoric acid that's used. Number two is the mass of salt that is produced. So, ये question is, so the very first basic thing you'll do is you'll make an equation. So copper is plus 2, carbonate is minus 2, and it reacts with phosphoric acid, and when it reacts with phosphoric acid, तो क्या बनता है? That's copper phosphate. I mean the carbonate turns to carbon dioxide. The acid H, it ends up forming water. अच्छा, और जो पीछे रह गए, that's your salt. That's copper and phosphate. This is -3. This is +2. So it's going to be copper. It's going to be copper 3, phosphate twice. फिर इसको you have to balance this. So you've got balance the easy ones first. So how would you balance it? You'll balance the copper first, 3. So you'll have 3 copper carbonates. There are 2 P's over here, so there's going to be 2 phosphoric acid molecules. 6 hydrogens, so there's going to be 3 water molecules. I've got 3 carbons over here, so that means I'm going to have 3 carbon dioxides. If you balance the easy ones, the other ones will automatically balance the difficult ones. So anyways, the first thing is you have an equation and you take out the ratio, which is that 3 reacts with 2, produces 1 of this, 3 of this, and 3 of this. So in your question, the information that's provided is, okay, you've got 25 grams of this and 100 cm³ of phosphoric acid. So that's what the information that you have with you. तो आप इसके moles, तो किसके moles निकाल सकते हो? You've got 25 grams of this. So you can find the moles of this thing. You've got 25 grams of them. So what is moles? Moles is mass divided by the molar mass. So molar mass is, you just sum everything up. Copper is 63.5. Carbon जो वो 12 है, and oxygen is 16, and that's 16 times. अच्छा, it's 16 times 3. कोई इसके वजह moles बता दे कि how many moles do you get of copper carbonate? आमना उर्वा किसी ने किए? Shoaib calculator.
Is it 0.145?
कितना 0.145?
145. Yeah.
They confirm color, it's 0.145, right? So you got, anyways, you got 0.145 moles of this thing. I'll just double check if that is true. But we confirm करें मेरा दूसरा number जो कोई बता रहा था, that was, I guess that was different. एक second बस देना मैं, so this is cool. So this is what 25, and the whole thing gets divided by what 63.5 plus carbon, that's 12 plus 48. मेरा point, I'm getting 0.202. अच्छा,
I'm also getting 0.202.
So I'm getting 0.202 moles. Or and I told you, once you have so I've got 0.202 moles. Once you have moles, all you have to do is you can find out the moles of the other substances, right? This moles it's going to be 0.202 divided by 3 into 2, right? So tell me the answer for this one. The moles of this will be 0.202 divided by 3 times 2. And the moles of this thing over here will be 0.202 divided by 3 into 1. So that's 0.202 divided by 3 into 1. Divided by 3. So मुझे दोनों का आंसर बता दो क्या आ रहा है. किसी ने निकाला है आंसर इसका? क्या है? What's this one?
Sir, 0.134.
0.134 moles, and the next one
0.0673.
0.0670. So ठीक है, दोनों के we found the moles of so we found the moles of both things. So remember, one thing is you find the moles of one substance, you'll be able to figure out the moles of all the other substances. So once you have the moles, I'm going to try and answer this. Okay, okay, he's asking for the concentration of phosphoric acid, this one. So he's asking for, okay, we found the moles. He's asking for the concentration. What is the formula of concentration? It's moles over volume. So moles है ना हमारे पास. We have the moles. It's 0.134 moles, right? And in what volume of solution are these moles? 0.134 moles. And these moles are present in what volume? That's कितना volume है? The volume was given over there. It's a 100 cm cube solution. So 0.134 divided by 100 cm cube. 100 cm cube जो है, that's 0.1 dm cube. Remember the volume is going to be taken in decimeter cube. ठीक है, that's what we discussed last time. तो ये जो चीज है ना, that's 0.1 decimeter cube. ठीक है, that's the volume in dm cube. इसका क्या आंसर है यार? What is the concentration we're getting? कितना मैंने जल्दी से बता दो कि क्या?
Sir, what is the formula? I was late.
कितना?
What is the formula? I was late.
The formula of this concentration का
Yes.
क्या formula था? हमने ये किया था. Concentration was what? We did this yesterday. That concentration is number of particles, which is going to be calculated in moles divided by the volume of solution. तो ये मैंने कहा था ना, concentration is moles over volume. N जो है वो moles है, or you can write it as N is equal to C into V. I mean, both of them are the same thing. ठीक है? तो concentration जो होता है, that's moles over volume. He was asking you to tell them the concentration. The concentration is how many moles you've got over volume. Volume जो है वो 100 cm cube है phosphoric acid का. क्या बोला आंसर? 0.134 divided by 0.1. I mean, that's going to give you 1.34 mole per dm cube. ठीक है, so that is going to be your concentration. और फिर इसी तरह he was asking for another thing, which is the mass of the salt that is produced, right? So how do you, now you know the moles, right? So how do you find mass? Mass वाला formula क्या है? That's, as the formula for mass is moles is equal to mass divided by the molar mass, right? That's your formula. So it's mass divided by the molar mass. So you have the moles. You have moles. It's given over here. It's 0.670. Mass ही पता, mass calculate करनी है. So you have to calculate mass. The molar mass can be calculated. Copper in the periodic table is 63.5. And there's 3 of them. Or PO4, P is 31 in the periodic table. Oxygen is the 4 of them, 16 hota hai, so that's 16 times, so that one is 16 times 4. And PO4 kitne? That's twice, so into 2. तो ये हो गया आपके 3 coppers and this is your PO4 twice, right? So that's your MR. So you know the moles, you can figure out the mass now. Mass इन दोनों को multiply कर देंगे. So what will you get for this? इसको double check कर लेना. This is going to be, what is going to be the answer to this one? कि अगर वो साथ ही calculator खोलूँ ना, that's then what's the first thing is, what's the MR? That's 3.5 times 3 plus 31 plus 16 into 4, 64 plus 31, 95 into 2. So 380.5 into 0.670. So 254.9 or 255. So mass जो है ना approximately 255 grams बन रही है. So I'll go over this question once more. Okay, the question gave me certain information that 25 grams of copper carbonate reacted with 100 cm3 of phosphoric acid, right? So I made the reaction. Let's say the equation was already given. A balanced equation was given. I knew the ratio in which they react. So 25 grams given tha. So I found out the moles of 25 grams. I figured out mass divided by MR. So the moles came out to be 0.202 moles. And if I know the moles of one substance, I,
Sir,
huh,
you wrote the incorrect value of the moles. It's 0.0670.
so यहाँ पे 0.255 होगा ना. यही है. And this is incorrect, right? अब क्या है? नहीं sorry, it's going to be 25.5. ये जरा मुझे बताना क्या आ रहा है.
It is 25.5.
ठीक है. So it's going to be 25.5. अच्छा, anyways, question कैसा solve करना है कि you find the moles of one thing and you use that to figure out the moles of all the other things using the ratio. 0.202 divided by 3 into 2, you find the moles of this thing. 0.202 divided by 3 into 1 and you get the moles of this thing, right? Once you have these moles, तो उसका answer कर लो. Okay, he's asking for concentration of phosphoric acid, this thing. Concentration is moles over volume, so you already have the moles. The volume was given in the question, 0.1 dm cube. तो आंसर आ गया. अच्छा, उसी तरह phosphoric acid, he was asking for the mass of salt produced, right? So all you have to do is, you know the moles. Moles is mass divided by molar mass. So MR डाला, moles डाले, you can figure out mass. So remember, most questions you just have to find out the moles from the data that's given. You just have to find out the moles of one thing, and automatically you'll be able to find out the moles of all the other things. तो एक और इसी तरह का कर लेते हैं कि अच्छा, similar question. That 200 grams of 200 grams of aluminium reacts with 0.5 mole per decimeter cube of HCl. As a mole per decimeter cube, that's concentration. This thing over here is, so this thing over here is the concentration of the substance, of the solution. So HCl की concentration उससे बता दिए, ठीक है. And he's asking you to find the volume of HCl needed, and so that's one. Number two is the mass of salt produced. पहला काम क्या होगा? The first thing, very first thing, the basic thing. That's make the equation. So it's a metal plus acid reaction. You've got aluminium reacting with hydrochloric acid, HCl. Metal plus acid, what happens is that as a metal plus acid, what happens is the H ends up forming H2 gas, and whatever is left is your salt. So it's Al and Cl. Al is in group 3, so that's plus 3. Cl is group 7, so that's minus 1. So it's going to be AlCl. It's going to be AlCl3. It's going to be AlCl3, and that's your equation. Or इसको balance करना है. You're going to balance this. It's going to be uh, 2 AlCl3s. That's 6 Cls. 2 Als over here and 3 H2s. Okay, so the equation is balanced now. As anyways, let's assume that the equation is already given to you. अच्छा रेशियो पता लग गया 2 reacts with 6 and ends up producing 2 of this 3 of this इसको find out करना है कि अच्छा first thing 200 grams of aluminium. If I look at 200 grams of aluminium, I'll be able to find out the moles. Okay, aluminium के moles क्या होंगे? It's going to be uh, moles is mass divided by the molar mass. That's a mass divided by the molar mass. So the mass is already given. It's 200 grams. And Al in the pure table is 27. So कितने moles बने? That's if you use your calculator, it's going to be 200 divided by 27. So 7.41 moles. Okay, so that's approximately 7.41 moles. I'm getting 7.41 moles. So I found out the moles that I'm getting. That's 7 point. ठीक है, ये clear? Shoaib, is this clear? Yeah, Disha, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
I said 7.41 moles, right? And so the next thing I got to do is, if I know the moles of one thing, so I'll be able to know the moles of everything. So I know the moles of one of this, right? So use ratios 7.41 divided by 2 into 6. I'll find the moles of this thing. So I'll just do that. That's 7.41 divided by 2 times 6. कितना बना ये? फिर अगला वाला भी that's
22.23.
कितना? 2
22.20.
22.20.
23.
ये वाला 22.23.
Yes, sir.
So 22.2 कर लेते हैं. 3 significant figures, right? अच्छा वो moles आ गए. And you can figure out the moles of AlCl3 as well. That's 2:2. It's going to be the same thing. 7.41 divided by 2 into 2. This moles will come out to be 7.41 as well. वो आखिरी की भी बता दो इसके moles क्या होंगे? It's going to be 7.41 divided by 2 into 3, right? So the moles of this thing will be 7.41 divided by 2 multiplied by 3. So divide by 2 multiply by
11 point. 11.1. 1.
So okay, 11.1 moles are. अच्छा, anyways, now moles तो आ गए. That's the first thing. You can remember all moles question. Now try and so first thing, find out the moles of everything, right? And then you try and answer this. Volume of HCl needed. So HCl किधर है? You have to find the volume of HCl, right? तो फॉर्मूला क्या होता है सॉल्यूशंस का? दैट्स मोल्स इज इक्वल टू कंसंट्रेशन, सॉरी, फॉर्मूला क्या था? दैट वाज कंसंट्रेशन इज मोल्स ओवर वॉल्यूम, राइट? मोल्स ओवर वॉल्यूम. So I know the concentration. The concentration is already with me. It's दी हुई थी उसने concentration ऊपर दी हुई है. He gave me 0.5 mole per dmq, so I already know that. और moles भी पता है. We already found out the moles. Moles are 22.2, right?
Yes.
So divide by volume. And I want to find out the volume. So can you quickly tell me what the volume is? It's going to be 22.2 divided by zero point 0.5. Volume क्या बनता है if you make volume the subject? So it's 44.4 dmq.
Yes, sir.
और फिर उसने mass of salt produced. So you have to find the mass of this salt. ELCLC, that's your. So mass वाला formula क्या होता है? That's moles equal to mass divided by the molar mass. तो moles जो है ना, that's कितना moles है? That's 7.41. Mass I need to figure out. The MR I can find out from the periodic table. So we can try and find out the MR. ALCL3. AL is 27. CL is 35.5, and there are three of them. तो इसको बस सॉल्व करके क्या बनता है? What do you get for mass in this case?
133.5.
आ रहा है 3.
133.5.
वो तो इसकी MR आ रही है ना 133.5 into 7.41. What do you get?
So into a
हाँ तो
and
into ही होगा ना, ये तो चलो.
989.2.
189.
989.
989. That makes sense. 989.2. चलो ठीक है. तो सारे मोल्स क्वेश्चन इसी तरह होंगे. We'll jump to past papers. We just have one formula left. ठीक है. So we'll jump to past papers, but remember the whole idea is the same thing. You've got two formulas now. ठीक है, to find moles. One is for solutions, one is for mass. कि अगर mass given है, that's mass divided by molar mass. The other one is moles is concentration times volume. ठीक है. So remember these two formulas. One is for solutions, the other one is for mass. आपने क्या करना है? You have to find the moles of ये data देखा and find the moles of one thing. Like over here, it's clearly visible that you can find the moles of this thing. If mass is given, you can find moles. वो moles आ जाएंगे, you can use ratios to find the moles of everything. Once you have the moles of everything, then it's pretty easy to answer what the question wants. You just have to apply the formula कि भाई volume of HCl चाहिए तो moles तो निकाले मैं, so you can just plug the data in this and you'll find the volume, right? Mass of salt चाहिए, so you have the moles, you can just plug it in the formula and you'll get the mass. ठीक है. ये clear है दोनों questions?
Yes, sir.
चलो ठीक है. मैं और क्वेश्चंस देता हूँ उस पर ग्रुप के ऊपर पोस्ट करता हूँ असाइनमेंट. ठीक है. ट्राई डूइंग दैट एंड remember most questions would be exactly the same, but past paper will be phrased differently, but the questions would be very almost the same every time. It's the same strategy that you have to use. उसमें और चीजें भी हैं, but I mean this is like basic 80% of most. ठीक है. There's just one more formula. Most formula का भी कोई फायदा नहीं है उससे. You'll just learn another formula of finding moles. But the thing that you'll do is going to be exactly the same जो हम यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. चल ठीक है. ये फिर कंटिन्यू करता है. I'll send you the assignment. ठीक है.
Okay, sir.
Take care. Office.
No, please.